Okay, so I don't know why, but it took me like so long to try and I guess work up the nerve to even start this video. I really don't know why. Like it's not that deep, but it's been 9 months. It's been 9 months since the last time I uploaded, and I mean I doubt anyone like really cares, but not 9 months is a long time. That's how long it takes to have a baby, I guess, something like that. But the point is, I'm ending up kind of like rebranding the channel a little bit, like just a little bit. It's not that the channel, I guess, didn't have much of an identity in the first place, and really not much is gonna be different. Like I'm changing the name, and I'm changing. Well, and I guess I'm uploading the videos in a different way. Like I'm probably going 4:3 ratio aspect, whatever it's called. I'm probably going like 4:3 for like the rest of my videos, something like that. Stuff just random minor changes. Like on one of these sides, either gonna be like right here or right there. Something like that. I'm gonna have like a little logo in the corner. Might even put it at the top. I don't know. Probably not, but I might. Um, just this is really just so I have something to upload, just because it's been so long. Like it's been a long time. But I guess really that's the point of the video. But I kind of just feel like talking for once. Well, maybe not for once, but talking to someone that isn't myself. And that's kind of also what this video is going to be about. Not about talking to myself, but it kind of has to do with that, I guess. I usually do talk to myself, and more so the video is about me admitting things. I guess I don't know. It's kind of hard to figure out how to say this and how to admit these things, because they're not things that I really talk about to people. They're not like, or it's not something I really talk to people about. And because that, like, it is, for me at least, it's hard to talk about. And it's so ironic because I major in psychology, so I would feel like I should be able to talk about these things, at least when it comes to me, more. But I really do have a problem with that. And I totally just forgot what I was going to admit. Well, okay, I did end it, but the main point is, I guess, that I'm admitting that I have a problem. And it's not like a gambling addiction. Oh, I gotta refresh my screen. It's not like a gambling addiction, or just it's not an addiction at all. um I guess, how do I say it? Just simply, it's just me admitting that I know that I have some amount of, just some like mental issue, I guess. um I'm not, I'm not insane or anything, I would assume. Or not even that I would assume, but yeah, I'm not like insane. I'm not, it's nothing like that. I'm not a psycho or anything, unless I am somehow, but I don't think that's true. um is Well, okay, yeah, I guess I have to go back. So because I am a psychology major, I see, in one of my classes, I learn about disorders and whatnot. And I'm not the type to self-diagnose at all. Like, I hate self-diagnosing. I hate self-diagnosing. That's the main point. And like it's just a really weird feeling. So I really more so I really more so specifically try not to look into, you know, like symptoms or anything like that. Like I don't even like to call it symptoms. I really try not to self-diagnose or even see it as having a problem or anything along the lines of that. It's yeah, it's just not something I like to do. But I was in, you know, I'm doing my schoolwork and whatnot, you know, over these past few months, and I guess I'm starting to see, you know, I'm seeing, you know, little bits and pieces of what's it called, like bits and pieces of myself in what I'm reading. And you know, this class is about like mental disorders, so eventually I get to the section on like depression, and I can see that, not that I see myself in what's being said, but actually, well, yeah, I kind of do. I kind of saw myself in what was being said, and I started to question, because I've always denied it. I don't necessarily have a reason to, other than just not liking to self-diagnose, but I've always just wanted to. I've always just denied that. I've never, you know, I've never wanted to say or tell people I have depression or I'm depressed. Like, I just don't like how that feels. The only way I'd be willing to do it is if I actually went to, you know, I would have to go to like a licensed psychologist or whoever, and they would have to diagnose me. That's the only way I'd be willing to claim that. So, you know, that's just not in my interest. But seeing, well, reading up on it in that section, they included that a lot of depression has to do with the feeling of hopelessness, and they mentioned that, well, more or less just that and some other things I happened to see around that time mentioned, like wanting to kill yourself is not normal, which, oh damn, it got dark. But you know, it mentioned that wanting to kill yourself just isn't normal, and I know that. I guess I could say I always have known that, but it really opened my eyes to see these things. And it's kind of slow of me to not realize it sooner. But yeah, it's kind of slow of me to realize, to not realize it sooner. Like, obviously these things are not normal. Hopelessness, I could see that being, you know, kind of common, but wanting to kill yourself is, you know, that's kind of major. Or like whether it's actually going through it, attempting it, just having that feeling, that thought run through your head. And I do know personally that I don't really have it in me to actually do something like that. But, you know, I guess this is me admitting that I do have those thoughts. That is really something that I come across a lot more than I should, apparently. And like I manage with it. I've been managing with it, you know, obviously as long as it's happened. But yeah, I'm just realizing that it's something that I'm not supposed to feel, that something that's just not common. Like, people, I guess the reason I probably felt like it was more common is because on the internet I see so many jokes about, like, well, I guess they may or may not be jokes, but so many things seen as jokes, with like suicidal-ish words, I guess. And it just seems so normal to me. That's why that's why I thought, like, yeah, this is kind of common. But also, social media doesn't, like, the social media you see every day, that doesn't speak for everyone. That doesn't speak for a lot of people, honestly. Because you might see a lot of stuff on social media, but you're only seeing like a certain side of things. Like it's so difficult to see all of the internet. So a lot of the things that you see are because you're on that side of the internet. But there's so much to the internet. There's so much to the world. It's crazy. Like, social media connects us more, but there's still so much you don't see, so much you don't know. And you gotta remember that, and I especially had to remember that. So, well, I mean, it came to my mind, so that's why I now know, like, okay, yeah, that's not supposed to be that way. But then, like, even more recently than that, I say probably within the last month and a half, I got to a different section. And this one mentioned, what was it? This one was about, I can't remember specifically not specifically. I can't remember what the overall, like, thing was. Like, I can't remember what the overall section was about, but it had like a subsection on borderline personality disorder. And that's where I really felt like it was describing how I felt. The interesting thing is that I knew about this years ago because I talked to my friend about it. She may or may not be watching this. I would assume, I'm not even gonna assume. But yeah, I read and seen about borderline personality disorder like years ago, and I'm pretty sure she said that's what I had. And I mean, we're not psychologists. I didn't even major in psychology at the time. I'm pretty sure that was said in high school. So, like, that was a while ago. Who's gonna really, like, I'm not gonna take it that seriously. Of course, I might, like, look into it. I might have looked into it, but, I didn't like to self-diagnose even back then. So, coming back to that, looking at what the symptoms were, like, it really felt like that described how I felt. And it was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy to read it. And it would be so ironic if it turned out that, like, in sometime in the future, if I do go see a professional and they tell me I don't have it, like, it's gonna be really ironic. But I do think I might have borderline, BPD, whatever. Like, I do think I might actually have that. And I guess everything I just said is more or less what I'm admitting. I also do, like, just adding on to it, I guess, I do also feel like I have, like, some amount, if not just straight up have, like, anxiety. Well, social anxiety more so, but I definitely think I have anxiety. Like, it's it's ridiculous. But at least to some extent, because I feel like I can't have that much anxiety if I'm able to sit here and make this video and upload it to YouTube, because that's where it's going. But I would say that I would say that I probably have that too. But once again, don't want to self-diagnose. I don't like that. You know, it just something. It just feels weird to me. I'm not a fan. But I guess that's really it. Like, there's not even much else to say. Like, I recognize that there is something wrong, and there's not even much like of a lesson I have to say this. Really, all I can say is do something. If you are feeling these ways, you know, sometimes it might be best to just find a way to cope. Like, if you do want to go actually see a person and talk to them about this, you know, that's what you should do. But the main point is just find a way to cope that works for you, that isn't destructive. Like, for example, I have this one Instagram that I just like. It's just me and my other accounts in there, and I just post in there and talk about how I'm feeling or something that's going on. And it doesn't and it kind of helps me because I don't like talking to other people about this stuff usually. It's probably something that's happened over the years that kind of closed me off a little bit, but I really don't like talking about these kinds of feelings to people. But I don't know, I guess I just felt like it this time. But yeah, I just hop on that anytime I'm feeling any way that would make sense to post on there. I just go and post on there, and you know, it doesn't necessarily make me feel better, but it's nice to at least just put it together. It allows me to at least process things a little better, because you know, I might sound crazy for this because I'm also finding out that this is not normal, but like, I like genuinely, honestly, being completely open, I do talk to myself. And I mean, some of my friends have probably noticed it too, but like, I really do talk to myself. Like, I am like, I'm my own best, you know, best listener or whatever. Like, it just helps me process things way easier. I can't really explain it much better than that. Like, that's just how it is. I don't like to hear myself talk. I just like to. It's just way easier for me to process and understand things when I can just say them out loud freely. I just don't like to really talk to people about it. But yeah, like, just the best thing you can do is either, you know, because talking to people, like in my case, talking to people about it might not always help. It doesn't always work, because for me, I know for sure talking to people about my problems definitely doesn't always help, because, not to say people are stupid, but like, you tell somebody your problem. In my experience, telling people about my problems really doesn't do much for me. And it's like, it's not because I expect them to fix it for me. It's just because the response is always, I guess, unsatisfactory. I don't know. Like, anytime I can or have told someone about how I'm feeling, it's just been, you know, sometimes they'll try to help, and it might be, how do I say it? Like, sometimes they might try to help, and you know, I can appreciate it, but you know, it doesn't really do anything for me. Other times it's just like they don't have much to say, so it's just like, oh, I don't know, it just doesn't really go anywhere. And other times that I don't know how to say it, but like other times it's just like it's almost like just telling me to be happy. Like, you got this, you got that, be happy. Like it doesn't work that way. And if any, it almost, for me personally, it almost makes it worse, because then I feel like I'm not being grateful enough, and then and well, going into another part of this, I hate myself a lot. So anytime I do something negative, it just the feeling comes back and it adds on. Like I cannot I cannot stress enough how much I really do hate myself. And I try to do things and find ways to make myself feel better, but like, the feeling always does come back eventually. Like, I really do hate myself. So yeah, I guess I'm just admitting everything at this point. And going along with how I hate myself a lot, it sometimes it kind of sends me into somewhat of it sends me into somewhat of I guess it would be an identity crisis. That's kind of what it sends me into sometimes, because if I hate myself, then maybe, I don't know, like I just lose my, sometimes I just lose my sense of self. I don't know who I want to be. I don't know who I am. I just want to be someone that I find cool, but then it's like, I don't know, it's not completely possible for me to be as cool as I am just right then and there. I mean, not as cool as I am, but it's not that possible for me to be as cool as I want to be right then and there. So it's kind of like, nothing ever happens with that. It's just I'm just stuck wishing I was cooler, wishing I was a better person, wishing I was more liked, anything like that. So, it kind of it's weird, I guess. But yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, I'm probably gonna troll and just name this video "A Baby" or something like that, cause 9 months, this is a rebrand, so something like that. I'm just name the video "A Baby," and then I guess that might be some type of what's that thing called, clickbait. Yeah, that might be some type of clickbait. And also, like, I've had the idea. Well, damn, almost died. But gosh, what is going on? Hold on. Okay, so I've always, or not always, but for a while, just something I want is to like have my own TV channel, which is why I'm rebranding in the first place. Like, I want to give it more of that feel, give it as much of that feel as I can, just because having a TV channel, that's big. That's like it's a long shot. It could happen somehow, some way, but like, it's, in reality, that's definitely like a long shot. Oh, it's off center the whole time. Whatever, man. Who cares? It might be a thumbnail somehow. Nah. Or maybe. I don't know. If I get it right. If I try again a little bit. But like, I've always wanted a TV channel, so that's kind of what's inspiring the rebrand. And when I was changing the channel name. Like I already did it. I was changing the channel name on YouTube, like in the little studio, and I tried to get the handle Nine Vision, and that's gone. And I look it up, and there's like 3 or 4 other Nine Visions, and that that sucks. And then also, I just caught on and realized that it sounds kind of like Nine Vicious. So it's like, dang, like Nine Vision, Nine Vicious, like it 2 different lanes, but that's still a problem. Like that's still not good. But here's one other thing about it. I had the name Nine Forgives back in like 2023. So I don't know when he put 9 in his name or when he came up with his name, but as far as I know, I had that first. I don't care. Like I got a screenshot on my phone to prove it. I made that username in like March 2023. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, but I don't know. And I mean, I made like a little channel logo. Like it's gonna be on screen already, no matter what. But yeah, it just kind of it kind of sucks to make that realization, because like for me it makes sense. Like 9 is my favorite number. 9 has been in like just about every username I've had, at least like Instagram wise. Like it's in all my usernames pretty much. It's like I was born on the 9th. And you know, as a TV channel, I didn't want to go 9 TV because that's butt. And you know, I just felt like 9 Vision made sense. You know, like television, 9 Vision. Yeah. You get it. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna change the name, because I would also have to make a new logo for it, and that's really annoying. So it's just going to have to be, you know, it's just going to have to sound similar. I don't know. I mean, like I said, 2 different lanes. I really doubt I'm gonna like drop any more music, and I'm definitely not gonna drop it under the name Nine Vision. So I think I'll be okay. But yeah, that's it. If you're watching this and you know me, mainly, if you're watching this and you know me, don't text me about this, because I don't want to talk about it. And if you don't know me, still don't text me about it, unless you're gonna, I don't know, like just don't try to be my psychologist, just or my therapist, or even my what's that thing called, forgot the name. But yeah, don't try to help me, just, you know, relate or something. That'll work. That reminds me, I did see somebody on Twitter that was kind of feeling the exact same way as I did, and I would have texted her, but I think her DMs were off or something. So, oh well. I'm not gonna comment it. So, like, you know, whatever. But yeah. Hopefully, I can start vlogging soon, or vlogging more soon. I hope I can. Like, I never. Actually, no. It's because I want my next vlog to be something really big. But, you know, that big thing I'm waiting on just hasn't happened. And it's like it just keeps getting pushed back. And I keep getting more impatient. So, honestly, I might just vlog the next time I go out to, like, take fit pics or something like that. That's probably the next time I'll vlog. But the next time I take fit pics is when that next big thing might happen. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully, if anything, I might just start vlogging anytime I go out with my friends. And then soon I'll probably just be able to vlog like on my own, kinda. Gosh, it came back. But Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm actually going to try to vlog just a bit more, mainly because I want to try to edit, like get better at editing, edit some cool stuff. Like this video is probably gonna have like no edits, like no cuts at least. Only edit or only thing I'm going to do is change aspect ratio and you know put the logo on. But I, you know, like in future vlogs I would like to put more better different edits on, you know, stuff like that. So yeah. um Damn it, I don't want it to sound like, it's not gonna sound corny, but yeah, if you I don't like how it sounds, but yeah, if you have made it to this point in the video, oh, I sound so professional, sound like a real YouTuber. If you've made it to this point in the video, thank you, because this is 31 minutes long. If you have somehow, for some reason, actually decided to watch this whole video, like 30 minutes of me yapping, you know what? I do appreciate that. I do appreciate you. Yeah. Lots of appreciation, but yeah, bye.